Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Everyone, how you doing today? Make some noise for yourselves. Make some noise. Thanks for coming out this evening. Can y'all make some noise for Renaissance Youth? No, everybody, make some noise for Renaissance Youth. We're going to get the program started in just a moment, so please make sure you take off your coats. Make sure you get a little comfortable and get to know your neighbors. At this point, before we begin the program, when you walk through the door, you received a piece of paper. So you received a ballot, and you also received, that long paper was a ballot. We're doing participatory budget voting right now. That's happening where through your votes, we're going to award a community project with funding up to $1 million to be completed here in the 16th Council District. So please just take 30 seconds to fill out that ballot on your own. There are pens at the tables as well, and those projects are well thought about. So please just fill out that form. In addition to that, we also have a survey that you also were handed. We ask that you just take a second to work with your neighbors at your table just to fill out that survey. That survey is going to inform how we can continue to move forward in the district and how Councilmember Stevens' office works to bring the services and programming that the Council District so desperately needs. Thank you very much. The program will begin momentarily.
Alright, so as we get ready to leave, I just wanted to make one quick announcement, and that's for that amazing woman right there, Althea Stevens. Now, Renaissance Youth Center, we just celebrated our 25th anniversary in February. So I've seen city council members come and go. That's the real deal. And listen, if y'all know me, I ain't the guy to say things to make a few people feel good. I will talk about it because it's the truth. She's done this work, she knows this work, she has been more supportive, and I can be specific in ways of getting us paid, because DOE be taking their time, DYC they be taking their time. She's come to our rescue. She supports these babies on the real for real. Not only that, I think I can say this, we're gonna buy our building this year. And let me tell you, I've been going to all the elected officials, and the one that came to me first and said, I know what you're trying to do. Don't worry about what I can afford. Just tell me what you need. And I told her what I need. So I hope in August, the need is met, and we close on the building, all 5 floors, right there on 3rd Avenue between 167th and 168th Street. So, love you. And you know this is coming from a real place. I could not leave and not let you know how much we appreciate and love you for all that you do. DJ!
Good evening, everybody. How's everybody feeling tonight? It's blessed to be in the room with you all. I see so many familiar faces, so many pillars in the community. We want to say thank you. Before we get started, I just want to make an announcement. If you have completed your ballots, just leave them right on the table, and the intern will be around to pick them up. That's both the surveying and the participatory budgeting ballot. Now, without further ado, you're gonna get into the program, and I want to introduce a special guest, Makeda, who has been a shining star on our youth advisor board, and she's the introduce the program. And let's give it up for Makeda, y'all.
All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Gina Baigale. I'm a proud resident of District 16 and a member of Council Member Suite that you can invite me. Thank you all for being here tonight for Council Member Alcal Stevens' date of the district's address. It is truly inspiring to see so many occasions, unity members, leaders, and advocates for one's loyalty coming together with a shared value to build a stronger, world right and resistance safety. We gather at a critical bit where uncertainty surrounds us at the national level. Policies and leadership are shifting, and while we don't know yet what the future holds, one thing is cool. Our power is in our population. The strengths of our unity lie on our ability to stand together, advocate what we believe in, and push for the change that we want to see in our neighborhoods. As Councilmember Oki Stevens always said, our strength is in our unity. So tonight is more than just these speech or awareness. It's a call to action. Local politics is their rare change to yet it is. The decisions they hear in our city and in our districts directly depend on our schools, our housing, our safety, and our opportunities. Your voice matters, and your involvement is essential. So I'm going to ask you to Ms. Sansa for take a look at the panel sitting on your 10K. Make sure you speak with them tonight if you don't already know. This is your key of the meeting. We are each other's neighbors, and it starts with a simple conversation. Let tonight be a mark that we must impose on the other activity facing, not just policies, but through relationships, through collaborations, and through collective actions. So, let's engage, let's adapt, and let's dive forward together. Later tonight, you will hear from the leader who works tirelessly for this initiative, someone who is deeply committed to uplifting our community and ensuring that every voice is heard. For now, please join me in welcoming Iman Shay and Pastor J. Goody for an introduction. Thank you.
Well, as y'all can see, I'm not the imam. I'm going to ask you to just relax by standing, please.
Just do me a favor. Just look at the person there standing next to you right quick. Don't let it out of that. Wait till you get home to let that. Come on, look at their brown eye, blue eye, green eye, whatever color they might be wearing tonight. And just tell them, say, I love you. There's nothing you can do. Now, come on, let's give Ford a hand clap. Oh Lord our God, by have said this, ain't been on no Erica. As we invoke your divine presence across this most auspicious occasion, pray that you bless our counsel in Althea, Steve, and Egypt. As she articulates victory few have passed and the vision for the future, District 16, with prudence and clarity of flow, Lord. We pray you continue faith. This counsel was the Lord. Just as your spirit with significant voices from our banks, we pray you perpetually sustain that same spirit within her. The spirit of courage of a Harriet Substance, the spirit of strength of a Rosa Parks, the spirit of wisdom of the sojourner truth, the spirit of a voice of the Fatty Lou Haney, the spirit of tenacity of a Shirley Chisholm, the spirit of resolve of Kamala Harris. Saturate our council under with your spirit of truth and justice, governing of our great city. Allow her to be the light where there is darkness, the help where there is hopelessness,
the peace where there's confusion. Help this community to have the mind of the wills and help her break her vision as she will outline tonight into fruition, recognizing that we are better together. Forever bless our District 16 and all communities throughout our great city, and bind us the more in the spirit of oneness and togetherness. Help us to be common in unity to build stronger communities. And lastly, I pray tonight that when we leave this place, we'll all be able to say it was good for us to have been here. These blessings and all blessings we ask in your matchless name. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Imam Sheikh, which is Emi Sekou, the old head that's supposed to make it to the prayer today, stuck in traffic. So on his behalf, I would love to recite the first surah in the Quran, which is Surah Fatiha. Please, guys, it's just a meditation voice, so please, let's all pray to the God that we pray to. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا صراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Amen. So my favorite scripture in that is, thank you, guide me to the straight path. So I pray, Miss Althea, you've been a great role model. I pray that God guide you to the straight path. I pray that God strengthen your strength, empower you to what you're doing. Thank you for, again, role mapping for the youth of District 16. We love you, and we're here for you. Thank you so much for this opportunity, guys. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
You may be seated.
So put your hand together for our first performance. The Diamond Divas, please. Put your hands together. Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy.
That I'm not good enough. Then I heard something in my ear. Tell me I'm perfect. Now that I know the truth. Time to show and prove. Every part of me is a vision of a portrait of Mona Lisa. Every part of me is beautiful, and I finally see I'm a work of art, a masterpiece. And now I see the pretty colors on my canvas. I'm a work of art, a Mona Lisa. I'll share my picture with the world. I'm not afraid to let it show anymore. I can light the night, shine so bright, shine so bright.
Y'all give it up one more time for the Diamond Dancers. Smart, kind, and beautiful. That's how we love to describe the youth. All right, y'all. Now here's a very special piece of the office that we're about to have come up and speak with you all. We have members of our advisory boards here coming to tell you all about the work that they've been doing over the last couple years in District 16. We have representatives from our senior board, multicultural, health and wellness, tenant block and neighborhood council, and most importantly, our youth. These groups have been putting on beautiful, wonderful events on behalf of the office, and the best part about it all, it is constituent-led. So without further ado, we have a representative from the senior board coming to tell you a little bit about what they got going on.
Thank you. Good evening and welcome. It is, oh my God, awe-inspiring to see this room filled with so many wonderful folks that are here to support and assist our community, because we have community improvement through involvement, and each and every one of you are part of that. Thank you so very much. It is an honor and a privilege to be here. I am a part of the Senior Advisory Board 16 for about a little over a year, but I am by the way, my name is Veronica Rivera. And I've lived in this community for 40 years, and I am now a part of the Senior Advisory Board at District 16 in Ms. Stevens' office. And I have learned so much through the membership in this community, through the advisory board. We have a great group of people doing a lot of work, a lot of minds coming together to do great work in our community. So who we are and who can join, when do we meet, and where? So we meet 2 Thursdays a month, the third and the last Thursday of the month. The third Thursday is dedicated to promotional activities where community-based organizations and other agencies, resources, tremendous resources come to present and inform the advisory board of the services that are available to each and every one of us. And then the last Thursday of the month, we take care of business. We talk about activities that we want to plan, and during one of those meetings, we planned and have successfully carried out the round robin, where every month we have those 2 meetings at a different senior center. So I am a member of the Hope Senior Center located at 1068 Girard Avenue that has been there for 17 years. And we had the first meeting in January, the first 2 meetings held there. And hence, we've had 2 additional meetings at other community centers, other senior centers, and they have been tremendously successful. So, usually, Council Member Stevens, we presented these meetings usually at the council member's office, but we decided to do the round robin, which is great. So, there's no age requirement. We've done great work, such as these meetings. We have the senior annual luncheon. We've had our youth join us in the space, making it an intergenerational theme where we have conversations on how we can start mending the gap between generations. District 16's Triple S Senior Support Squad, yay, join the older adult groups that volunteer at events in District 16, Highbridge, Morris Heights, Claremont Village, Morrisania, Concourse section. We are currently working on and planning to do a lot of upcoming events and meetings. District 16 Senior Center Round Robin Tour. Next stop is at Morrisania Air Rights Senior Center on April 17th, 2025, and then again on the 24th of April. Implemented to create guidance to our older adults, support family members, and help answer some initial questions. The Senior 2025 Senior Luncheon, date to be determined. Join our Senior Advisory Board to stay informed. And thank you for your patience and your time and your support. Good night.
Good evening, everybody. Let me try again. Good evening, everybody. Buenas noches. Welcome to the State of the District. My name is Daniel P. Silvera, the president of the Multicultural Advisory Board. Thank you. I wish we meet every first Thursday of every month inside Councilwoman Althea Stevens' district office, which our core value, which is our agenda, is to celebrate old culture, serve old culture, and to bring awareness to all culture to every resident and family of District 16. Now I will pass it along to our wonderful secretary, Ms. Glover.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. My name is Shreya Glover, and I am a member of the Multicultural Advisory Board of District 16 at the offices of Ms. Althea Stevens. What have we done? We've hosted neighborhood cleanups. We've had domestic violence events and also offered resources. We've hosted 2 successful multicultural festivals, and we also share many resources that may be valuable to you, a loved one, or your neighbor. We've showcased many performances, and we also celebrate all cultures and diversities. So at this time, I will pass the mic over to my beautiful sister Gwen to give you further information as far as how you can join and be a part of our advisory board.
Thank you for that. Hi, everyone. My name is Gwendolyn Camara, and I am the Vice President of our lovely Multicultural Advisory Board. What I would like you guys to know is join our next advisory board meeting, which will be held April 10th, 2025 at 5 p.m., located at our office, Council Member Althea Stevens. Yes, I know. That's why I'm like, it's our office, right? That's located on 1377 Jerome Avenue. Sorry. We are also excited to announce that we will be having a multicultural summit, which will be held at Dream High Bridge, which is located on 1162 River Avenue, Bronx, New York. We would love for you guys to save the date, which will be held May 17, 2025. A powerful day of unity, culture, and community and celebration. We are looking for new members and a fresh perspective. If you are passionate about inclusion, culture, and change, we want you. So let's make a difference together, and for more information, we will provide it later on after this meeting.
We're going to have our WhatsApp QR code so you guys can scan it and join the group. So if you love culture, you want to represent the Bronx for what is true it is, well, culture, join us. Again, we're going to have a scan going around. Thank you so much for your time.
Let them come down. You guys? You want to say something? No, yeah. Come down.
Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, I want to give honor to God and then thank him for that angel that he sent into our community by the name of Sister Althea Stevens. You know, she's the honorable. I am here today to represent her, the Councilwoman 16th District Housing, Block, and Neighborhood Committee, which I am the secretary of. This committee is formed and it has been passed down from our previous councilwoman to serve our community. And I am grateful that our councilwoman is one who leads without bias and is a true believer of equity. And so in saying that, I need north, east, south, and west of District 16 to show up to our housing, neighborhood, and block initiative meeting. Because if you have issues in your community and we don't come together and make a united voice, things don't get done. So I employ each and every one of you who wants fair housing, who wants a clean block, who wants sanitation to show up, and you want lighting on your street, to show up and talk about the concerns of your neighborhood, your block, and your housing conditions. Historically, there is an annual housing conference that has been given, but this term we have decided to do it in quarterly sessions where we can serve north, east, south, and west of District 16. So again, if you're part of that, I need you to show up at 1377 Jerome Avenue on the third Monday, which this Monday will be April 21st at 6 p.m. to the Housing, Block, and Neighborhood Committee so that your concerns can be heard, so that we can show up in your neighborhood and bring sanitation, NYPD, construction, housing, whatever's going on that circumference those three issues, we need to unify and get it together while we have this sister right here. So I would like y'all to give her a hand. Please give her a hand clap because she serves the youth who lives in these houses, these blocks, in these neighborhoods, okay? And so now we need you to speak up and do your part. So with that being said, in brevity, I'm going to pass this mic because I know we want to hear our councilwoman speak. So we're going to introduce here the Youth and Health Committee. The youth, give it up, y'all, because they show up. They show up. So, young lady, I'm going to pass this mic to you, and then you introduce yourself. I'll see y'all on April 21st. Spread the word.
Hi, everyone. My name is Aisatu. My name is Esther. And we are from the Youth Advisory Board for District 16. We're proud to represent them today. Our mission at the Youth Advisory Board is to engage as much youth as we can in our district, to care about the issues that are ongoing and to propose solutions. We want them to have a space to voice their concerns and have those concerns be addressed and heard. Esther is going to speak to you guys about some of the events that we've done so far. She's going to speak specifically about Caucus Weekend.
So during Caucus Weekend, the week of February 14th, we were able to go to the capital of Albany, where we engaged with state legislators and senators, and we talked about how we as youth can get more civically engaged. And it was a very stimulating conversation, and it was enjoyable.
Okay, another event that we have is the Youth Summit. This is an annual youth summit. Last year we also hosted this. This year is going to be on May 2nd, and we're going to host a bunch of workshops for youth. These workshops include DJ workshops. There are going to be panels where people can learn about financial literacy. We're also going to learn about content creation and what a future career in that looks like. So please come, guys. May 2nd, save the date.
Okay, thank you, everyone. We hope to see you in our next youth advisory meeting. But there is an age limit. Only ages 12 to 21. That is the cap. 21 is the cap. Okay. April 9th, 4:30. We usually have some treats. We hope to see you youth there.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Brandon Gonzalez, Constituent Service Liaison for Althea Councilmember Stevens.
And good evening. I'm Marion Williams, National Program Director for Wellness in the Schools. We are a national nonprofit, mostly in the Bronx.
We're proudly representing the Health and Wellness Advisory Board. We believe that health and wellness healing is a cornerstone, as we cannot address our intergenerational chronic health issues such as cancer, high blood pressure, diabetes, without addressing our intergenerational trauma in our communities. With that in mind, some of the events that we have upcoming would be our April 4th mammography mobile van. That's 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 1543 Inwood Avenue. We have some flyers in the front as well for that event.
We also ask you to join us for our next advisory council meeting, which is April 10th. Please be there. We're looking for curious people. We're looking for people that are willing to learn about health and wellness. Your curiosity is your membership.
Yes. You do not have to be a health professional. You could just be an interested young person. You could be a person that has or suffers from these chronic health issues and wants to bring up these issues to our community and bring up these events and bring up some initiatives. Some of the initiatives that we have in mind would be hepatitis screenings in May, prostate cancer screenings in June, and so much more.
Thank you. One of the things that we're mainly looking for are your ideas. Please send your ideas to us. We want to know what our community is thinking, and we'd like to know what you'd like to have as a series at workshops, hands-on cooking, and also workshops that are intergenerational. Thank you very much. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Hey, y'all, do me a favor. Make some noise for the advisory boards. They're volunteers doing volunteer work advising Councilmember Stevens, all right? Okay, so before we go any further, we'd like to acknowledge a couple special guests that we have here. Up first, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, please make some noise for your public advocate, Jumani Williams.
Peace and blessing, love and light, everybody. How you doing? You good? You all right? I'm excited to be here. So they told me I wasn't going to speak, but I said I was going to come anyway, just to show some love. And I don't always get to come out to these things because of the schedule. And I know the Bronx sometimes feel left out, so I want to make sure we come out, show some love for the BX. Just thank you for everybody who was here, my colleagues. You know, I want to shout out, somebody was talking about money. So Justin Brandon's here. That's the man that you want to go talk to the money about. This is a government side event, so I can't say he's running for something, so I can't say that. Shout out to our PD who was here. I appreciate y'all very much, our clergy, and of course, our council member, Althea Stevens. She is doing amazing work. We tease each other a lot, but I want you to know, I want her to know how special she is in this work. And Natasha, who's a council member as well, they're always in some trouble together, some good trouble. But I'm going to close out by saying this is important. We have more black, brown women electeds than we've ever had in our city, state, and federal level. That's amazing. But why I'm so excited about the work that Councilmember Stevens does is she knows that the goal wasn't just to diversify foolishness. It was to change the foolishness in the first place and change the systems that have kept people down. And so I really appreciate you to not let go of that. There's no point in being there representing people who haven't been represented if you're not going to change the situation to begin with. So I thank you so much for that. We have a lot of work left to do. We know there's a lot of stuff that's going on. But thank y'all. And thank you, Justin, for always adding some color to the trouble. I appreciate y'all. Peace and blessing, love and light to you all. Thank you.
Hey, y'all, make some noise once again for the public advocate, Jumaane Williams. All the way from Brooklyn. And up next, please, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Councilmember Althea's colleague in the City Council, Justin Brennan.
Thank you so much. I'm Councilman Justin Brannon from Brooklyn. I left my house on Monday to get here. But I wouldn't miss it for the world. Althea is one of my closest friends in the council, and it's really cool to be here now because I think when I was here for her inauguration and seeing how much she's done in those couple of years to bring people together and to really empower people. We are a new generation of leaders that know that, yeah, our name might be on the door, but it's about empowering the community to show you that you guys have the power. It's our job to listen to you and then go to City Hall and do the things that you want us to do. And Althea really sees that. You know, seeing, 1377 Jerome Avenue? I have it memorized now. That's where everything is happening. And seeing all these committees and seeing how she's making sure people, you have to take the power. It's about, right now, the people have the power. The politicians have to listen before they lead. And now we're going through the budget process, and I'm the guy that has to help negotiate the budget. And you have a fighter. Althea always makes sure that this community has a seat at the table, because for too long, communities like ours here in Southern Brooklyn, where I'm from, or out here in the Bronx, we've had to fight over crumbs while other neighborhoods get the full loaf of bread. Althea is making sure that that changes for all of you, and that's why she's amazing, and that's why we're here celebrating her today. Thank you all so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Brennan, for your powerful words. Before we get on to with the program, we want to say some special thank yous. We want to first say thank you to the team at New Settlement Community Center for helping us secure this space tonight. And we're going to go down the list because we have quite a few thank yous to keep on going with. Felix Garcia from Assemblymember Landon Days' office. We want to say thank you to Speaker Adrian Adams. We want to say thank you to Deputy Speaker Diana Ayala, Councilmember Justin Brennan, Councilmember Natasha Williams from Queens, the Public Advocate Jumaane Williams. We want to say thank you to all three of our community boards, 3, 4, and 5, for all showing up. We appreciate it. Thank you. We want to say thank you to BronxNet and Bronx Times for documenting this process, because the rest of the community who couldn't fit in the gym should see what's going on in this place. Want to say special thank you to DJ Tajay for always being there, providing us the sound. Thank you, brother. And a special thank you to our new family, Caught in Style, with the photo booth and a nice backdrop for your pictures. We want to say thank you to our new incoming deputy inspector as well, Joe Palgarin. I'm sorry, brother. We'll get more acquainted. We want to also say thank you to our district attorney, Representative Jumana Escalera, who's in the building as well. Renaissance, and last but not least, our district leader, Gene Edwards. Thank you so much for being here. And if I forgot any names, charge it to my heart, not the game. All right, y'all. Now we have the executive director, Rigo Noel, coming up.
Good evening. Is it evening or afternoon? I would say good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing? I did want to first shout out my sister, Althea Stevens. I've known Althea actually for over 25 years. We actually went to high school together back in the 90s. And what you see is what you get. She is the same person. She has kept true to herself in the last 25 years. And that's what makes her a different type of politician and a different type of council member. And so I think we should shower her with some praise and cheer as loud as we can for Councilmember Althea Stevens. No, I'm just giving her a shout out. So just briefly about New Settlement. So this is our space. This is our space. This was actually built 13 years ago through the advocacy from local parents wanting a high quality school that is attached to a community center. And so New Settlement was built 13 years ago with a pre-K to 5 school, as well as a 6 through 12 school on this side of the building. And on the other side is a state-of-the-art community center with a rooftop garden and a swimming pool and a dance room. Yes, and services are available. If you're interested, please stop by. And I also wanted to talk a little bit about the organization. And so we were founded close to 35 years ago, where we actually started out in one of our apartment buildings. We provided after-school services in one of those apartments. We are a true settlement house. Since then, we've expanded our services to provide services to about 15,000 families with college access services, after-school, workforce development, community organizing, as well as our food pantry. And so with that, we are here for the community. And I did want to shout out Althea for supporting such a great organization and many organizations that are here today. She is a person that truly puts her money where her mouth is. So thank you so much, Councilmember Stevens. And then I am going to introduce our singer, Moise.
Thank you, everybody. Hope you guys having a great evening. The name is Moise. We're gonna do a little bit of flavor, Latino flavor. So with some merengue, and of course, adding that tropical spice. Thank you for coming, mi gente. Listen.
Desde que me dejaste, la ventanita del amor se me cerró. Desde que me dejaste, las azucenas no han cambiado su color. Desde que me dejaste, la ventanita del amor se me cerró. Desde que me dejaste, no hago más nada que extrañarte, corazón. Tengo el alma en pedazos, ya no aguanto esta pena. Tanto tiempo sin verte, es como una condena. Tengo el alma en pedazos, ya no aguanto esta pena. Tanto tiempo sin verte, es como una condena. Es tan bonito tener tu cariño, que no soy nada si no estoy contigo. Y tenerte por siempre conmigo, ser tu abrigo en las noches de frío. Ya no aguanto esta pena, tanto tiempo sin verte, es como una condena.
This is some merengue, mi gente. Gracias. I appreciate it. Come on. And of course, thank you to the Office of Council Member, Althea Stevens. Dice.
Desde que me dejaste, la ventanita del amor se me cerró. Desde que me dejaste, las azucenas han perdido su color. Desde que me dejaste, la ventanita del amor se me cerró. Desde que me dejaste, no hago más nada que extrañarte, corazón. Tengo el alma en pedazos, ya no aguanto esta pena. Tanto tiempo sin verte, es como una condena. Tengo el alma en pedazos, ya no aguanto esta pena. Tanto tiempo sin verte, es como una condena. Es tan bonito tener tu cariño, que no soy nada si no esté contigo. Y tenerte por siempre conmigo, ser tu abrigo en las noches de frío. Tanto tiempo sin verte, es como una condena. ¿Cómo? Let's do it. Acabando. Moisés. There you go, there you go. Eso. Vámonos. You did it. So we gotta do it. ¿Cómo? Eso. Dile Althea, ¿cómo? Ya no aguanta esta pena, tanto tiempo sin verte, es como una condena. Let's hear a round of applause for Althea, ¿cómo? Ya no aguanta esta pena, tanto tiempo sin verte, es como una condena. Es tan bonito tener tu cariño, que no soy nada si no esté contigo. Y tenerte por siempre conmigo, ser tu abrigo en las noches de frío. Ya no aguanto esta pena, tanto tiempo sin verte, es como una condena. Eso. Bien de merengue. ¡Ja! Y tú sabes que hay que mover la cintura. Bien de merengue. And once again, take it to the office of council member Althea. Come on. Gracias. Thank you very much. You know, we have some merengue, but of course, we got a spice it up with a little salsa. Come on! And if anything, I want you to show me those pasos prohibidos. ¿Qué dice? Representando a mi gente. ¿Cómo? Solo me alienta el deseo divino de hacerte mía, mas me destruye la incertidumbre que estoy pasando. Es que la nieve recuerda los años, mi cuerpo enfría y se me agota ya la paciencia por ti esperando. Y se me agota ya la paciencia por ti esperando. Que a besos yo te levante al rayar el día y que el idilio perdure siempre al llegar la noche. Y cuando venga la aurora llena de goce, se fundan en una sola tu alma y la mía. Que a besos yo te levante al rayar el día y que el idilio perdure siempre al llegar la noche. Y cuando venga la aurora llena de goce, se fundan en una sola tu alma y la mía. Bueno, hope you guys having a great evening, mi gente. But also we do it like this with some Latino flavor. Come on. Para enseñar cómo estamos, everybody doing great. Eso, así me gusta, así me gusta. I see you, I see you. Come on. que a veces yo te levante al rayar el día y que el idilio perdure siempre al llegar la noche. Y cuando venga la aurora llena de goce, se fundan en una sola tu alma y la mía. Que a besos yo te levante al rayar el día y que el idilio perdure siempre al llegar la noche. Y cuando venga la aurora llena de goce, se fundan en una sola tu alma y la mía. Se fundan en una sola tu alma y la mía. ¿Cómo está mi gente? Estamos pasándola bien, qué buena, me alegro, me alegro. Eso, sentimiento, ¿cómo? Dice, soñando contigo, queriendo que se cumpla nuestro idilio. A veces me voy al rincón y me quedo en el vacío, sufriendo con doña Morillo, ella llama mi corazón.
Soñando contigo, queriendo que se cumpla nuestro idilio.
Y verás lo lindo que es el amor. Cuando se quiere de verdad, no existe duda, no existe rencor, solo un corazón que para los dos. Bien de salsa, mi gente, ¿cómo? Y así es que se hace. Eso. Moisés. Oye, mi gente, muchísimas gracias. Thank you for having me. And hope you guys keep having a great evening here. Thank you to the Office of Council Member Althea Steven. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you, mi gente. Espero que le sigamos pasando bien. Así que ya tú sabes. ¿Cómo? Dice el corito one more time. Ah.
Soñando contigo, queriendo que se cumpla nuestro idilio.
Hey, yo esperaría 1000 años si fuera tu condición, pero el tiempo va volando, no hay calma ni pasión.
Soñando contigo, queriendo que se cumpla nuestro idilio.
Y así muy juntos volver a sentir que se junten tu alma y la mía en un abrazo, un idilio de amor. Gracias, mi gente. Thank you very much. Ya ustedes saben, Moisés, eso.
Give it up for Moise. Yes, thank you. My name is Caroline Martinez, the Constituent Service Director for Council Member Althea Stevens. I am very proud to stand here tonight. I just want to let you all know we do have food and refreshments that will be readily available after the council members' remarks. And I also am proud to introduce our speaker. We have here the Program Director for New Destiny Housing, a wonderful organization in our district, Ms. Tayeja Johnson. Thank you, Caroline. Good evening, everyone. As Caroline shared, my name is Tayeja Johnson. I am a proud social worker and constituent of District 16. Not only do I live in the district, I also work with New Destiny Housing serving domestic violence survivors. I also support the community with my sorors, the Bronx Zetas. It is an honor to stand here tonight and introduce someone who truly embodies what it means to be a leader from the community, for the community. Councilmember Althea Stevens. Althea isn't just an elected official. She's one of us. She grew up in this community. She understands the struggles firsthand. And she's committed to making sure no one is left behind. Whether it's fighting for better housing, ensuring our young people have real opportunities, or reimagining public safety beyond policing, she shows up every single time. What makes Althea different is that she doesn't lead from a distance. She's in the streets, in the schools, at our events, and always just a phone call away. If you ever stop by the district office, you know it's not just a government building. It's a place where real conversations happen, where people are connected to resources, and where change begins. If you haven't been by yet, I encourage you to stop in. Your voice matters. Althea makes sure it's heard. Tonight, we're taking a moment to highlight her journey, not just as a council member, but as someone who has dedicated her life to this work. This video is a glimpse into the impact she's making every day. Let's take a look.
Member Althea Stevens, representing District 16.
District 16 includes Morrisania, Concourse Village, Concourse, Claremont, Highbridge, Mount Eden, and Morris Heights.
The Highbridge Connector, built in 1848, is now the oldest standing bridge throughout all the boroughs. You can stand on the Highbridge Connector and have a beautiful view of my district. Another highlight is Wendell Foster Bike Park, one of the first skateboard and BMX bike parks in New York City. One of my favorite places to visit is Roberto Clemente State Park. It has beautiful waterfront access and wonderful activities that go on all summer long. I love living in my district because we are the home of hip hop. Hip hop gave voice to the young people, and I have championed young people, making sure that their voices are heard throughout my community. Tour of the Summer Rising programs in District 16, and we just came from visiting and seeing some young people who are in the Z79 school. They were playing basketball, so that was great to see. We also visited a girls group where they were doing affirmations and talking about positive things that they see about themselves and each other. So that's why she already laughing, so she's not very funny. All right. Why is B's hair sticky? Why are B's hair sticky? Because they what? Because your clothes. Because they use honeycombs. I stood on those steps for 20 years fighting for services for our kids, fighting for our communities, and now I'm gonna go inside City Hall and fight even harder. So let's get to work. I want to be safe. I am not the enemy of NYPD. I'm not the enemy of Republicans, we are all here. But let's be clear, if we want to talk about race, then why do we have a database that has 99% people of color on it and no one else? So the question isn't to ask us if we're racist, the question is to ask us the practices that NYPD are putting into place racist. And that's where we need to start, and that's why we are focusing on this. So it is unacceptable for us to be in here and act victims if they're racist. And the reality is, we need to see action. Nonprofits are closing. She already noted sheltering arms, but we have gyms that's also looking at as closing as well. And I predict that this is going to continue to happen if we don't actually take the time to put in systems that work, aka pay people. There's no other place that you can go that you can have a contract with someone and not pay them and pretty much force them to do services. People who are in this industry in nonprofit, in the human service sectors because they love their community and they want to help build it up. And so we need to stop penalizing people and having them do work and not paying them. It's unacceptable. And, the reality is we also offered up, solutions and things like that, and the administration consistently pushes back and say, well, we're making it a priority. The priority is we have to pay these nonprofit sectors. So now it's time to get to work. I tell people all the time, I'm not about words, I'm about action. So the implementation is what I'm really about. So all of this is nice until we actually get stuff done. So I will say this, I'm not history yet because I haven't done anything yet. But give me some time, I will. Because my job is to make young people proud. And my job is also to create history makers.
Councilmember Stevens is not just a representative. She is a champion, she is a fighter, and a relentless advocate for the people of District 16 and beyond. With a deep-rooted background in youth development and community building, she has dedicated her career to uplifting the voices that too often go unheard. She has worked on the front lines, ensuring that our young people have access to the opportunities and support they need to thrive. When others look away, she steps in. When challenges arise, she does not budge. She has shown us time and time again that leadership is not just about holding a position, it's about showing up, it's about doing the work, and standing firm in the fight for equity and justice. Under her leadership, District 16 has seen critical investments in housing, education, community programs, and public safety initiatives that go beyond policing. She understands that real safety comes from access to resources, to jobs, to stable housing, and to strong community networks. She has been a tireless advocate in City Hall, for sure, because I can't get a lunch break with her. Securing millions in funding for programs that directly impact our neighborhoods, and most importantly, she continues to center you, for me, for our children, for the people in every decision she makes. Tonight, as we reflect on the journey of the past 3 years and look ahead to the future of District 16, let's recognize and celebrate the leadership of a woman who refuses to accept the status quo. A woman who embodies what it means to be a true public servant. A woman who stands boldly, not just for our district, but to the entire Bronx and beyond.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce none other than our councilwoman, Miss Althea Stevens. Give it up for her. Come on, y'all can do better than that. Let's go. Give it up for Althea Stevens.
Lonely like a highway. She's living in a world and it's on fire. Filled with catastrophe, but she knows she can fly away. Oh, she got both feet on the ground and she's burning it down. Oh, she got her head in the clouds and she's not backing down. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire.
Hello, hello, hello. All right. Please be seated. Please be seated. Please be seated. Good evening, everybody. How y'all feeling? You guys look absolutely beautiful out there, and thank you all for being here. Good evening, family, friends, constituents of the beautiful Council District 16. That wasn't a good enough round of applause. Y'all don't think y'all look beautiful? Give yourselves a round of applause. Y'all know I'm gonna need energy, so y'all gonna have to have the claps and all the things going for me up here, right? It is my absolute honor to stand before you today, not just as a council member, but as your neighbor, your advocate, and someone who is deeply committed to the future of our community. Thank you, New Settlement, and their executive director, Regal Noel, for partnering with my office to host our first ever State of the District. Thank you to our community advisory boards. Give it up for them and all the hard work. I tell people all the time, I am not a dictator, I'm a representative. And so it is important for us to have people who are advising me on the things and the decisions that I'm making. So thank you to all of them who show up every month to support the work that we're doing and actually implement the things that we want to see in the community. So please give it up to the community advisory boards because they all volunteer their time. For those of you who was here on time, how was Renaissance Youth Center? Listen, I'm their biggest fan, and I tell them all the time, when they all are rich and traveling the world, remember me for my tickets. I'll pay for them, because those kids are talented. So give it up for them. Our beautiful dancers that was here from Scan Harbor. Thank you. Thank you to Makeda, one of my amazing Youth Advisory Board participants. Give it up for her. She is absolutely a star in the making. I keep telling her she's gonna have this seat one day, so y'all gonna watch out for her because she is absolutely amazing. Makeda, could you stand up for them? I love her energy. She's always so amazing. Could I have Thaisa Johnson give it up? Johnson, please get up for her from New Destiny Houses. She does amazing work in the community, and one of the things when I visited her in the community, she had all of the things we were doing and getting them together for the residents and really making sure she was an asset. So we just want to thank you for the work that you do. Thank you. And also, Lisa. Give it up for Lisa Jackson from Scan Harbor. And I promise we are going to have brunch. It's on me for making you wait so long, so I got you so much. Thank you to actually say cool for stepping in for the imam and my pastor, Jay Goodens, for blessing this space. Give it up for my pastor. Thank you so much. I also want to give a special shout out. My family is here tonight. Thank you so much. My mom, my dad, my beautiful daughter, my older sister, and my partner. Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, I had to make it be clear, you're the oldest. Thank you guys for being here and all the elected. Special shout out to 1/3 of the Hood Caucus in the house, Natasha Williams. Again, thank you, JB, coming all the way from Brooklyn. I know you're gonna have to catch your boat soon, so
let me know. You can step out whenever you need to go. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And so before I jumped into the speech, I wanted to make sure that I just thank some of the people who are always supporting me. And before I get started, thank all of you for showing up. Again, thank you. To all the community members here tonight and those who are watching on live stream, I need you all to know that you are the heartbeat of District 16. And thank you for your commitment, your resilience, and your unwavering belief in power of this community. As you all are consistently taking on challenges and continue to evolve as leaders and to meet the changing needs of diverse communities that make up District 16. Tonight we gather not just to reflect on the past 3 years, but to stand firm in our shared vision where every family thrives, where every child has the opportunity to succeed, and where public safety is more than just policing. It's about investing in housing, health, education, and community care. Y'all can clap for that. I want to take a moment to acknowledge the real backbone of this district, our leaders, our educators, our organizers, our small businesses, owners, our everyday residents who continue to show up and speak out and fight for a better Bronx. When I took office in 2022, I made a promise to fight for housing. It's a basic human right, and everyone deserves to have a safe, secured, affordable life in this community. To challenge systematic inequalities, we must address the root cause of issues in our communities to create beneficial changes for everyone. And the most importantly, to build communities as everyone's voice in this room deserves to be heard, acknowledged, and valued. From our youngest to our eldest, it requires our joint efforts to create a justified community for us all. This means addressing issues and challenges together. As you know, public safety is a real issue in our community, and addressing it requires us all. Safety is not the absence of crime. Safety is a community ensuring our youth have access to skill-building programs, providing family with mental health resources, affordable childcare, and making sure no resident has to travel miles for healthy food options. Safety in our community is about supporting each other. When we invest in our people, we take care of each other. We build strong, safer neighborhoods. Our strength is in our unity, in our power, and how we come together to create real change. Tonight, we reflect on the progress that we've made, address the challenges ahead, and lay out the next steps in our collective work. Over the past 3 years, we fought hard to deliver real investments in District 16. Every dollar we've secured, every program we've expanded, every initiative we've launched has been a direct response to the needs and voices of the people of District 16. Through discretionary funding, we have secured over $6.5 million to support local organizations. Like Dream Yard, New Settlement, Claremont Community Center, which all provide programming, workforce development, and community engagement. In addition to ensuring that our children and families have access to creative and educational opportunities, we have funded and partnered with the Bronx Museum of the Arts, Botanical Gardens, Wildlife Conservation, better known to us as the Bronx Zoo, who ensures the community continues to have enriching cultural experiences. We also will be hosting a Family Day at the Bronx Zoo on April 13th. So you guys are all invited. To address sanitation, we have invested $280,000 annually to clean up initiatives through ACE Cleaning Services, Center for Employment Opportunities, and H2O. So we invest in the money, so we need all of y'all to make sure we are collectively making sure that our community is staying clean. In addition to partnering with small businesses through the partnerships with the Bronx Chamber of Commerce and 161st Street BIG to keep our business corridors safe, clean for our communities.
Our city budget is a moral obligation to the community that they serve, and that is why I've remained committed from the beginning to center all of you in the time of decision making, especially when it comes to participatory budgeting. As it is time for community leaders to come together to brainstorm and develop proposals for capital projects that serves our community. After the proposals are finished, the community then has the decision power to pick and fund which project they want. Participatory budgeting is just not funding projects, it's about ensuring that the community has a direct influence over the projects they want to see in the neighborhoods. Our first year, the community voted to allocate $1 million towards youth-centered projects, which led to school basketball court renovations, upgrade for recreational spaces, monitorization of classrooms with technology, and upgraded school bathrooms for safer, healthier, and clean learning environments. And we didn't stop there. In 2024, we secured auditorium and gym upgrades for the High Bridge Green School and technology improvements for the High Bridge Public Library. Y'all can give that up. This year, we will be doing another $1 million, giving the residents the power to decide the projects they want to fund. So I know when you guys came in, my staff was giving out papers and all the things. Where's Leslie at? Where's Leslie? Oh, she's right here, of course. Leslie, stand up so the people can see you. She has been running our participatory budgeting for the last 2 years. So if you have not voted, please see her so we can make sure that you have voted and your voice is heard in the community. So thank you so much, Leslie, for all the work that you're doing on the participatory budgeting. Many of you know that I've worked in youth development long before stepping into office. That passion has driven my work as chair of the Committee on Children and Youth, where I've fought to expand services and opportunities for young people across the city. I want to extend a special thank you to the Speaker of New York City Council, Adrian Adams, for entrusting me with the role and expanding my committee scope beyond youth services, which includes oversight of the Administration for Children's Services, also known as ACS. Since taking this role, I've fought for the city to increase funding for after-school programs, ensuring students have access to safe, enriching spaces. We've expanded the Summer Youth Employment Program, where we served over 90,000 young people citywide, with the largest expansion in New York City's history. In addition to securing additional beds for runaway and homeless youth, providing safe space for our most vulnerable population. A lot of people don't like to talk about the homeless runaway youth population, but they are here, and we need to make sure that we're funding and supporting those young people who do not have secure homes. And this is something that we never talk about, and this is one of the things I've been fighting really hard for the last 3 years. Our children, whether they're in after-school program, foster care, or runaway homeless youth services, deserve more than just temporary support. They deserve stability. For years, our families are forced into instability because a city that has been neglected to invest in systems meant to protect them. As chair, I've dedicated to fighting for our city to be more proactive in ensuring that families have holistic supports they deserve and need to thrive. Legislation is an important aspect in creating change in our community. Down at City Hall, I've led the charge in championing over 61 pieces of legislation, in addition to co-sponsoring over 600 pieces of legislation led by my colleagues that will improve our city. You truly have a local government that cares about you and your needs, as we are the first woman, majority, and minority council that truly understands the needs of our community. Understanding this, I've passed legislation that ensured young people have a seat at the table as we reconstructed the Youth Advisory Board, creating space for young voices in policy-making spaces. To improve the efficiency of essential services, I've sponsored legislation that requires the city to review and improve its human service contracts procurement processing. This would mean that we have a more efficient funding for programs that serves our community. I will continue to fight down at City Hall to ensure that our city laws make sense as they as they are so many issues that we all are so often ignored. That's why I've championed legislation that will address the I always mess this up. The women mortality rates crisis that is addressing for Black, brown mothers across the city, in addition to expanding educational access and mental health. As we begin to look ahead, we must take the time to honor the legacy and shoulders that I stand on. None of the work that we've done is made possible without the leaders that paved the way. In District 16, the advisory boards actually originated with Reverend T. Wendell Foster, then continued by his daughter, Diane Foster, and later carried forward with our current borough president, Vanessa L. Gibson. And now this evening, I'm excited to announce that my office will be introducing a public safety advisory board, which will provide a space, which will provide a space for residents' voices to be heard, because no one knows how to keep this community safer than the people who call it home. Building communities is a part of my commitment to this district when I first entered office. When I want to bring back initiatives such as building the block in District 16, as members of the community voices should be centered when we come up with the solutions, especially around public safety. We must partner with NYPD to ensure that we are coming to solutions on how public safety looks for everyone. Our work is far from over, but with every step, we're getting closer to the future we all deserve. As your council member, a huge part of my job is to secure funding for the district. Typically, council members are capped at $5 million in capital funding and $2 million for discretionary funding per fiscal year. Through building relationships with the council leadership and the mayor's office to ensure that the needs of the community are met, this fiscal year, 2025, securing a total of $2.3 million in expense funding to continue critical programs and services that are available for all those who are in need. In addition to $8 million in which funded long-term projects that improved our parks, schools, healthcare facilities, and public spaces. One of my proudest moments in office has been that I was able to secure over $10 million to upgrade the Taft Educational Campus field that had been overlooked in this community for so long. The project's supposed to be finished this year, so don't worry, we're gonna have a barbecue on the field when it's done. Over the last 3 years, District 16 has received a total of $6.6 million in discretionary funding and has been allocated over $54.8 million in capital funding. All right, y'all gonna give me some applause. $54.8 million in capital funding, totaling $61.4 million that has been brought back into District 16. And it's interesting because as we were putting this together, so often in our district, we have so much needs. And so I'm always just trying to get more. But I just want to take a moment to say, I am proud of these numbers. I am proud that I brought over $61.4 million into this district. And so this is something that I had to take a moment, I didn't realize they even did that. So we're gonna keep fighting. So if I did 61 now, let's see how much more I could do. What's next for District 16? I want to ensure you all that I believe in true equality, especially during these times of uncertainty, as we navigate through our city housing crisis. District 16 has long shouldered more than its fair share of the city housing burden. But the investments in public services, schools, and infrastructure has not kept up with the growth of our population. True equality requires that all districts contribute to their fair share.
I voted yes to the city of yes, not because it was perfect, but because refusing to advance housing development will only deepen this crisis. My vote actually came with commitments to continue to fight for genuine housing equality and fair community-driven development by getting the city to commit to transforming vacant city lots in the district, and one of them is 1337 Jerome Avenue for home ownership opportunities. In addition to the commitment to carry out a 300-unit affordable home and expanding health services at the Jerome Avenue Rivers Common project. For over 20 years, the community of the West Bronx has requested access to the Harlem River Drive, and I secured a commitment from the administration to conduct a study to explore ferry services along the Harlem River Drive. We getting a ferry, y'all. Chauncey, that one was for you. It's another step closer to our shared goal of improving mobility and access to our District 16 residents. I've been in discussion with developers looking to introduce a state-of-the-art community center that will house a space for residents to gather and remain connected in District 16. I'm also working to introduce a STEM center in our district to continue access for educational and technology experiences for families. None of this work is done in isolation. The strength of District 16 lies in each and every one of you. Your voice, your presence, your commitment to our community is what drives real change. I urge you all to stay engaged, to stay vocal, and to hold us accountable. And when I say us, electeds accountable, from city to federal government. I promise you, your voice matters. Thank you for showing up to community meetings, advocating for your neighbors, and being the force that keeps our community moving forward. Whether it's checking on a friend, mentoring a young person, or lending your skills to local causes, your contribution matters more than you know. Our future is brighter together because our strength is in our unity. Collective power transforms ideas into action, policy into progress, and hope into tangible change. Now more than ever, we must stand together as one. We are more than just a collection of neighborhoods. We are family. And families take care of each other. As we move forward, let's remember safety isn't about the absence of crime. It's about the presence of opportunity, stability, and care. As your elected representative, I want to reaffirm you that I will continue to lead with integrity. I will continue to lead with love and compassion. And most importantly, I will continue to invest in our people, our culture, and our future. A safe community is one where every resident has access to housing, healthy food, mental health resources, and economic opportunities. Because there's nothing stronger than the community that stands together, no matter what the narrative they all try to push. And y'all know who they all are. We've been here before in the face of adversity and challenges, uncertainty, and moments when our safety felt threatened. But we've always made it through together. We will continue to rise together. Shirley Chisholm once said, "You must reject not only the stereotypes that others hold of us, but also the stereotypes that we hold of ourselves." I'm gonna say that again. We must reject not only the stereotypes that others hold of us, but also the stereotypes that we hold of ourselves. Our power comes from knowing our worth, standing in our truth, and recognizing that when we unite, there's nothing that we cannot accomplish. I'm honored to be your champion, but this fight is not mine alone. We stand side by side. I will continue to fight for you, uplift your voices, and ensure the Bronx gets the respect we deserve. For the next 4 years, I'm looking forward to addressing So as chair of the Children and Youth Services, one of the things that we are not talking about enough, I feel, is the juvenile detention centers are busting at the seams, which means our young people are being arrested and held in secure detention way more than we need. And so one of the things that I am going to fight for the next 4 years is creating and developing a decarceration plan for our young people. The current system is failing our youth and criminalizing poverty and mental health instead of addressing the root causes. I look forward to expanding technology and innovation to help build gaps in our older adult population. I look forward to strengthening community-based violence intervention by ensuring CMS sites have adequate resources to resolve violence in our district, because we need more than just policing to really keep us safe. I look forward to advocating for real affordable housing and home ownership to build long-term community stability, as housing is a human basic right and no one should be priced out of their homes in our communities. I look forward to reimagining our city workforce development programs to expand access to career opportunities. And as I mentioned before, none of this work is done in isolation. This is why we are collecting feedback from everyone today. Did everyone see the surveys that's on their table? If you scan the barcode, you could also have it. I say this every chance I get. I am your representative. I can only put forth the things that you want. You give me the power, so I need your help to be in this. So please make sure you fill out the survey. Please make sure you sign up for one of my advisory boards. Please make sure that you get involved. Please make sure this is not the last time you are civically engaged. Like they also announced at the beginning, all of our community board members are here. Our community boards are here. We have 3, 4, and 5 in the house. Please sign up to be on the community board. Please show up at our hearings. Please be a part of the fight, because we need all of you. My team will be reading through all the feedback from tonight, as your voices are important to be a decision maker in District 16. Thank you all for being here tonight. Let's continue the conversation beyond tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our strength is in our unity. Whew, I'm high. But before I get off the stage and stop talking, because I'm standing between y'all and this good food over here, I would be nothing without this team. And I like to call them the A-team. And you gotta be a person of a certain age to know what the A-team is. I'm not gonna go there. But let's give it up for my team right now. I would be nothing without each and every one of them. Let's give it up for Lamont, Chief of Staff. Let's give it up for the face of the district, Tyreek Israel, hardest working man in District 16. Let's give it up for Caroline, who organized this event tonight. Let's give it up for Shelby, who is the budget director. Give it up for her. You want the money, you speak to her. Let's give it up for Brandon, our constituent service liaison. Let's give it up for Leslie. If you want to speak to me, this is who you speak to. And I want to give a very, very, very special shout out, because Jata actually did a lot tonight, right? He is in charge of the branding. When you see purple and gold, you think of me, right? When you see all of the nice fonts and stuff, you think that's all Jata. Give it up for Jata, who was working on this speech and the video and all the things. So give it up to him. This is the hardest working team in the Bronx. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Even tonight, as we were here and people were coming in, all I get is praises of how professional and nice and sweet that everyone in the office is. And I'm only able to fight as hard as I can at City Hall, because I know that the district office is in good hands. So please, I tell you guys, I am nothing without this team right here. So when you guys talk about how fierce and bold I am, it is because I have a team behind me putting all of my great ideas into fruition. So thank you, thank you, thank you.